like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. What are the likes at? Let me before I can I see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. First off, what are the likes at? Somebody let me know, please. We got people bouncing in and out. So we only at 50 likes. Come on. We could at least match the number. I know people been jumping in and out back and forth, but that helps the channel the most. You feel me? Please do us that solid. All right, let me share my screen. I ain't even listened to this whole clip all the way. Let's see what she got to say though.
I deserve to have a traditional wife. They want to go be a passport bro. And I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. The same way they want a traditional girl. The girl, she's going to be way more traditional back in my country. So trust me, she's not marrying you for love. She's marrying for your green card. So
are you against passport bros or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife? If some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife, but therefore he doesn't even have like a credit score. He doesn't even have like his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're going to basically make her a Western woman and she's going to realize like this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's going to cheat on you. I deserve to have a traditional wife.
God damn.
Wow.
Damn.
There is a couple right now on 90 Day Fiance, and I think the dude is from like Michigan or something, and him and the Latino lady, they always arguing and stuff like that. And she wants to come to the US so fast and so hard. And in my head, I'm like, you have no idea really what he has. And you trying to make it here, you have no idea. But I think that is true. I think they do this thing where they believe, I'm not saying all of them, but I think that they all, most of them come here thinking that because it's America, it's going to be a certain lifestyle. And then when they get here and they realize who they married, I don't know. They thinking
that's what she said, bro.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Yeah. That's what she said. What y'all think, man? Because,
I don't think they
most foreigners. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, love.
I said they don't care who they're marrying. They just have the goal in mind in the paradise of Shangri-La, United States of America. They know they're fat. Those are the best ones because they know they've been rejected in the United States. So yeah, come on, fat dude, marry me. I'm gonna love you and then be submissive to you. And then when I get over here, I'm gonna put the man in the tailpipe and I'm gonna leave you for who I really want. I'm attracted to. So that's the passport boys or passport bros. I'm sorry that they call themselves. Mm-hmm. They're tricking themselves. Like they're nothing but tricks. They're foreign tricks because you're going over there to get you a pretty woman that wouldn't even look at you over here on this side, but you're going over there to bring a woman over here, and she's going to be tricking your butt and leaving you for what she really wants. You have to get that, which is the green card.
So y'all kind of saying what the lady said in the video. So just to clarify, and I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying, right? Y'all expounded on the point, but just to clarify, like you said, when they get over here, they know that you a soft ain't shit nigga, and it don't matter what part of the world they from. They gonna notice that, and no woman wants that out of a man.
Right. They know United States men come over there for a reason and wipe them up for a reason. They're not stupid.
That's their ticket to American culture.
They're
they
very
want their country. They're coming here to the lands of the free. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No, but that not even that point though. I like the point that y'all made though. The point is she could have all those characteristics, but if you're a man that doesn't deserve all of that, she gonna notice it and she gonna put you in the bathroom. Not even an American dream. Fuck all that, right? Because what I heard y'all saying, when I heard the lady saying the video was like, nigga, you a fat, out of shape, broke nigga. You went over to Thailand and get a girl. She gonna realize you a fat, out of shape, broke nigga with no backbone, and she gonna treat you as such, regardless of where she come from.
Yeah, they do that.
Did I hear it right, or am I bugging?
No,
I think I heard that.
They do that too. I heard it too.
I was thinking that she'll become more westernized, and she'll realize that in that sense, like she'll lose some of her traditional value. I was hearing that part too. Like she won't be as traditional anymore because she's gonna come over here to the States, and she'll change a little bit. I guess Maybe I heard that.
Yeah, especially if they don't have, especially if you don't have like your family with you to keep you in check, is a lot difficult. Because when you come from back home and you come over here and you actually have your family that's still intact and your mama that still treat you the same way, like when that tradition is embedded in you, sometimes it's difficult for that to just go away. Or if it do go away, at some point it will come back to you and you realize that what you're doing is wrong. But a lot of the times I always say to people, trust me, if they say I have to pick to go marry somebody back home and bring them in order for me to be happy, I'm gonna be single. It costs a lot of money. It's not cheap to process those papers, and a lot of the times they're lying to you. They're not telling you the truth at all. So either you find somebody over here, you know, I think a lot of the times that they are looking after the wrong thing, which is the aesthetic. They're looking at, you know, how big her butt is, you know, all the wrong things that they're looking at instead of trying to search for somebody who is you attracted to first, because that's the first thing you see, but also you can sit and have a conversation with, and to realize that you know where their mindset at and what they're doing, you know. But I think a lot of them just make the mistake to think that if you just rush to these foreign countries and marry these women and bring them here, then they're going to stay the same. No, if you're not bringing that entire, you know, the mom, the dad, the grandmom that's going to keep that value installed in them so that they don't change and hold them accountable. No, a lot of them are going to switch up on you and end up leaving you, especially if they find out that you stay fat, you're not doing anything, you're lazy, you don't want to work. You know, no, those things are not attractive. Even if you're in the US, you know, to any woman, that's not attractive at all. Because, you know, you don't have to be like fit in shape, but if you're not decent looking, you know, and you just all flabby, everything just all, you know, like.
All right, Glenn, land the goddamn plane.
Yeah, I don't think it's about just the weight. I just think it's about the value, period. Like, not the value, but like your morals, like your traditions and everything. Like, if it's a traditional woman from overseas, she's going to come here and he's not a traditional man. I think it has something to do with that. It has nothing really to do with just the weight factor. There's so much more to it than the weight factor. It's the traditions, period.
But
she's
also, the attraction is different, meaning like the fat ugly guy, I guess, was looking at her and having a, you know, trophy wife or whatever, and then she's looking at her, she's attracted to something different, the money and the, you know,
and her green card status,
like, and what kind of car he driving. So, and she didn't say she was gonna leave him, she said she was gonna cheat on him. So it's just like, sir, you settling, she's settling. That's, I mean, why would you go across the water to settle? You can settle right here. But anyway,
I mean, no, I dropped the link. I think we brought some good, solid stuff to the table. I just seen a lot of, I don't know, man. I'm getting concerned. I just feel like it's a like, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta post this. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channels the most. Savage with the $5. They don't track what percent are false in arrest as a stat. Okay, that's fair. You're right about that. Savage with the $2. Passport bros stay there. Okay, so they don't come back home. If they stay there, they may have more of an advantage. But I feel like I always see them traveling back and forth and shit.
They do.
Or keep the women there. I would say keep them. Let the women stay there. If you actually want to do that, see if they really like you for you, and keep them there.
Yeah, but we know most of those women are very hypergamous. They're looking for an opportunity of what that man can provide. You know, like, I don't know if he's fat, how much that deters them, as long as he can provide and pay for shit and maybe get them over
That's
here.
all that matters.
Jesus pals with the $5. Passport bros have a lower divorce rate with women overseas. So what's the problem again? Gway, you're not a guy, and most men have better outcome overseas. Okay.
I'm from overseas. What are you talking about? You know, like, lived overseas. I know what's going on overseas. Like, stop it. You know,
You're still a woman, Gway. You're still a woman.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm just saying,
guys. I know I'm a professional podcaster. What I want to do, I'm gonna bring them up. I'm gonna hit the clap button so we can say hi to Mr. AFR, and then we're gonna ask him a question. Gway, God Almighty, Gway, and then I'm gonna say question, comment, or smoke, and then he's gonna answer. You guys ready?
Okay.
AFR was popping.
Shit like that.
Salute to all y'all.
How you?
I'm good, man. Doing well. This is a beautiful day. Really nice, cool weather. How you doing, love? How you doing, sweetheart?
Wow.
AFR, you know I gotta ask you.
Well,
man.
thank you for asking. How are you?
And I'm bringing the brothers up, or whoever hits the link up one at a time. I'm gonna do like 5-10 minutes, and then I'm gonna bring everybody up at once. AFR, question, comment, or smoke.
Hit me up with the passport, bro, question, because I've been hearing too much. I got smoke, but I want to answer some questions.
Well, nah, we wasn't really a question of the AFR. Just bring the smoke then, because that'll bring the questions out.
Well, just in general to the ladies, I don't understand what the deal is with like the passport bro hate, man. Seriously, there has been a lot of men that have seen success going to Africa, Asia, and South America. Yes, there's hiccups, but also too, people realize by now, if you're a low vibrational man, I guess you ladies would understand that one, or you're kind of low status, low class, you're not really made for marriage, or you're not ready for marriage as a man. You're going to go over there just like you go in America, and you're not going to be successful because you're not made for marriage. So that's just going to be the outcome. So that's where most of the failure comes in. A lot of people don't have good intentions when they go over there. So I think that's where you see most of the failures and all these social media driven anti-passport bro stories, where you see these lanes going overseas and having these bad outcomes. But I've seen so many good outcomes, and even before passport bros were a thing, I've seen men successfully marry, and I'm talking about Black, white, Asian guys, marry women from Asia, marry women from South America with no problems. So,
AFR, we're not saying you're wrong. What we were exploring on this stream is the stereotype of Black women being so not submissive, not being feminine, so on and so forth. And I brought out several different examples of like white women wilding out though. Anna, what was that girl's name that was with Jeezy?
Jenny Mai.
Acting like a man. We brought up, all those false accusations, the rape cases for the football players, from the Baylor cats to the Ohio State cats. And so we're just exploring, like, is that stigma, should it be spread out a little bit more? Because we always pinpointing Black women. That's what we were discussing mostly.
Oh, I mean, of course you have to. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Western women in general are suspect. That's just how I live my life, because I used to give Black women the benefit of the doubt. Well, that blew up in my face. And then I went through my, I guess, rage moment where I was like, I thought maybe going to white women was like better, but obviously I quickly found out they're women. So, and if they're a bad woman, they're a bad woman. Race doesn't really have anything to do with it. So, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest. It's just Western women. You can pinpoint problems on the racial level, like what Black women on average or as a collective deal with more than what white women on average or a collective white women deal with. But that's just what it is. It's Western women in general. So I'm not gonna put it all on Black women.
Okay, so you saying Black and white Western women ain't shit?
I'm not gonna say ain't shit, but there's challenges and like this societal changes that make it very hard to make form families on both ends, But if we're just talking about women, a lot of women they're delusional about what they want. They either don't know what they want, delusional about what they want, especially at the younger scale. I don't know why you're laughing, love, because you ask a good amount of women, Thank you. No, I'm good. They asked. Sorry about that. They asked women random on the street and other places like, okay, how much is the future guy you want to get with? How much does he have to make? And you hear all these outrageous amounts of money. Now they'll submit to a dude that obviously that captures a woman's heart, or he looks good enough, or he's masculine or alpha or whatever, because there's certain men that can hit the room. Hemp, Risk, this, that they can hit the ground and women will come to them. We've seen white, Asian, or not white and black men that have this ability that have a way with all types of women. So I'm just saying, I've seen. So I'll clean it up. But anyway, last thing, we've seen too many men work their butts off to become successful and wait for the woman at the finish line, or the woman waiting at the finish line. He scoops her up. They try to live a happily ever after. It doesn't work out.
So I just wanna
go ahead, bro. Let me read this real quick. Team Fatty was popping. Shit like that. You already, man. Appreciate you. Go ahead, bro.
So,
drop Team Fatty's link in the fucking chat. Oh, why am I cursing? Sorry here for the T. Drop the link in the chat if you don't mind. Drop Trigger Mike's. Gway, you got a channel yet?
No.
Hey, AFR, you chewing like Dale, Playboy. God damn. You chewing like you don't got no black back teeth. AFR, did you get your channel back popping? AFR?
Yes, I did.
All right, make sure, let's drop everybody in the chat, man. We going up together. Go ahead, bro.
So AFR, you said a couple of things. I'm no therapist. However, for you to say that you have a problem with black women, white women, most of the other races in the Western Hemisphere, did you not think that it might be you? I mean, that would be me. So I've always been told if 3 or more people say something, then it's usually true. So if you have had these issues with a series of different races, did you not self-reflect and say, maybe I need to look and see what I'm doing?
Yes, definitely, bro. I've explained several times since I've been in these YouTube streets that when I was younger, I was not ready for marriage. I wasn't a bad guy. I didn't screw women over, but I wasn't masculine. I wasn't raised I didn't have a father, so I didn't know what an actual man was like. So I had to do trial and error, fix a lot of those deficiencies. I went through a lot of counseling. I've gone through that hard work to improve myself to be a viable husband to a woman, or be the man that a woman deserves. So, yes, I've accepted the fact that's why I'm older. I'm 40 years old now, and I'm looking to get married now because of because I wasn't ready and I wasn't that guy. So I've done a lot of work on myself. That's all I can say. But one thing I can say, there's in the West, women have different things. I can tell you right now, I have standards, and in order for me to get with a black woman, she can't have weed. I just can't do it. I appreciate black women enough to love the natural hair that comes out of their head. That's just no compromise to me. So if you're a black woman and you don't have the real hair in your head, that's just my standard. And unfortunately, that takes out a lot of sisters from the running to be with me. And it's unfortunate. That's just one example.
I mean, but there's a lot of black women that don't wear weave. I mean,
there's a lot of women that are.
I gotta teach you how to. Let me jump in the ring real quick. Fuck the weave, bro. That was a deflection. The weave don't got shit to do with his conduct. Stay on his ass. Pause. Go ahead, Nate. Jump in the ring. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I'm like, so you just said because she has a weave, she has a weave, but there are women in other cultures that wear weave too. So you're really looking at the fact that she has a weave.
AFR, you got them. AFR, they on the weave train now.
It's not the weave part. It's you. It's you. It's something wrong with you.
Come on, love.
I got a question. So the fact that you have gone through therapy,
Savage shaking his head, love.
I ain't supposed to. I'm talking to AFR. I'll get Savage next. Savage is the next. Let me get AFR. So AFR, you talk about you went to therapy, you weren't ready, you were whatever. But today, in this podcast, you're still talking about the downfall of women. So it sounds like you're still angry. So what have you done, or what are your plans to get married? Since you feel you went through therapy and healed all your wounds, and you want to get married now, where are you going? Overseas?
Yes, I am.
And what is why? What are they fulfilling for you? This genuine question. I just want to know.
What are they doing for me?
Yeah. Why? What are they fulfilling for you?
Oh, fulfilling. It really just it's easier to find a woman that is more on the traditional side. I'm a modern man, so people demanding for one. I don't make enough money in the West, like where we live in America, to satisfy a woman with my financial or my buying power. So,
but you're a modern man. If you're an admitted modern man, what makes you worthy of a traditional woman overseas?
Well, when I say modern man, it's that I understand that I cannot demand a woman that's 1,000% traditional. Okay, we're gonna have to navigate the modern world. So when I get with the woman, she's gonna be able to accept the amount of money I make, and is gonna be okay with the living conditions I'm going to provide for her and our future children, and just go from there. I'm not bringing her back to America at all. And I'm just going to build my family overseas because it's a more affordable. And like I said, a lot of women in my age range and a lot of women in America want a guy to make a lot more money. That's just what it is.
You're going overseas. You're a passport bro. Are you considered yourself a passport bro right now? I don't want to in your mouth.
Oh yeah, I might as well be, because even though I've had a passport for well over 15 plus years. So.
We're on a time limit. I'm sorry, it's just 11 o'clock. So your passport, admittedly, you're going to go overseas because you're a modern man going over to get a traditional woman to make her more modern. That's literally what you said. So do you really know what you want?
I didn't. Nope. I didn't say
modern
that.
Times. You did say that. You said
I said we're going to navigate. I said we're going to navigate these modern times together.
Well, y'all not even.
They don't make her untraditional.
Y'all not even modernized.
Popping right, you just did. You in the combine right now. Next,
you're not even.
That'll make her non-traditional. She become modernized. If you're going to navigate the modern world.
I guess if that's how you think about it, go ahead.
Thank you,
bro.
Wait, did you guys get an answer?
Yes. Good night.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he wants. That's the answer. He doesn't really know what he wants.
Next.
Let me
I know what I want, but you guys are just in attack mode. So
that's not attack mode.
You got a question.
You want a traditional woman because you're a modern.
Yeah, a woman. Listen, when I say traditional, and this is what I mean, the woman that's not gonna, like, when I'm dating, and especially overseas, they always ask me questions about my past, what kind of man I am, what my future is. Over in America, it's 75% of what you do, how much you earn, and then they'll be like, what happened in your last relationship, and they'll talk about themselves or something like that. But they never really want to get to know who you are. It's really more of a situationship. I'm just going to be honest. Most women, and black and white and Asian in America, always want to. It's always financial, which that's an important part. I'm not going to take that away from it's important or take. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, be concise. Just
okay. All I'm saying is most of it is values and money. What I've found in America, it's values and money.
Okay.
So we want to know what the hell you got going on in your past that can impose on our present and our future.
Not even that.
Let's going to ask those questions.
Let's go back to the women overseas asking you who you are, where you're from. You don't think they scouting you out, bruh? Mm-hmm. You don't think they trying to figure out whether or not you're going to be able to afford
scouting,
their brother, their sister, their daddy, their farms? You don't think that they're scouting you out? You're like a piece
scouting out, getting to know. It could be the same thing. I don't know why you're.
Yeah, they're just doing what you're saying we're doing. They're just doing it gradually. They are still vetting you. They're vetting you to see if you're able.
That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, that happens. I think you're gonna have a little bit of bread anywhere you go to AFR for sure. Let me get these couple super chats. Then who is next, love? Who did I bring up?
I wanted to ask.
The next was Savage.
Oh shit. Wait, wanted to ask AFR a question.
Oh, Mike was.
I think Mike was.
Yeah, Mike.
She's house with the $5. Black women are using scare tactics again to force men to stay. Huh? Oh, stay with us because the better fit, better attitude, better submissive women are going to leave.
I want to go ahead. I want to say something.
Unpopular truth of the fight was popping. Saying white women do bad things too doesn't justify black women doing bad things.
Now we said white women do it better. That's why they the most criminals against us. Next.
All right, you want to address this? Go ahead, and then
So
wait
real
a
quick,
ask.
real quick. I want to say it super quick and concise. Caesar's Palace. You said you're a black man. Just go. Seriously, just go. Go to where you want to go.
Wow.
Go who you want to be with, because I promise you, you have a wild hair up your butt against black women from every single super chat you've said, and that's fine. We get it. We're not your cup of tea, but you do know you're watching a panel full of black women, so you can go. So you can, if you don't want to be with us, you don't want to date us or marry us, fine. We don't want to date and marry someone who doesn't want to be with us either. So no, we're not going to beg any man to stay and please be with us. Please be with us. All we're saying is we're not the bottom of the barrel. We're not the worst of the society or whatnot. That's all we're saying.
They consider us the bottom of the barrel because they can't handle us. That's what it is.
Do we have to handle you like an animal? Do I need like thick gloves on and a cage to handle you?
AFR.
No, you can't deal with us.
Stop for a second. Nay, you lose people with that foolish rhetoric.
But no, I don't think so.
You don't. What I'm saying is handle you. That's the wrong
So
taste.
deal.
What we're saying, you shouldn't have to be handled, right? We lose people like that. You know what I'm saying? Now what happens is, Nay, you prove their point.
What would be the best word then to say?
There's a better word, we can figure it out. But what happens is you further the point where you say you got to be handled.
Because that's when they handle you like an animal. Like as soon as you say handle,
you can say handle with care. Handle with care.
No, wait. Let me.
That's what a handler does. That's what a person who handles things. A handler.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
What is handle?
So, all right, hold on. Let me get Gway. Go ahead. AFR's last question, and then Mike, you up anyway. So
I wanted to know why you say I'm a modern man instead of just a man. What's the difference between the two?
Because I understand that in my current position, I know it's a big ask for me to come to a Western woman and have all these demands of her, and I can't provide. Like I can't, like a lot of women, like I said, I can find certain women that I can take care of with the amount of money I make. I make under six figures, but I'm not broke like that. Like I'm well off by myself. But like I said, a lot of women are not willing to get with a guy under a certain amount of money if they're not swept off their feet. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you know, so I understand I'm gonna have to make that list less of what I want in order to get what I want over here. That's why I'm just gonna leave.
AFR, let me leave you with something real quick. One, you make 65, 70 grand. So you doing $30,000 more than the average man. You know how to shoot, fight, stab. You've been in the trenches for real. You know how to hunt. Do you know how to fucking skin animals too and shit like that?
Yes, I know how to dress a deer.
All right, let me talk for you, nigga. You know how to do way more than 95% of men out here. So stop shitting on yourself. You got to come hang out with me. You might get a noogie or two, but I swear to God, you're going to feel better about yourself. God damn it. Don't say nothing else.
Question though about why you consider yourself a modern
man.
I
don't think you should call yourself a modern man.
Right.
I just think you say a man. You just a man, you know.
But she asked the question. He told him why. Gway, Let him just live on what I just gave him. That's better than what you wanted to say anyway.